Egal, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm chilling. My team's still sitting in my team's sitting in fourth. My team's sitting in fourth. You guys still need to catch us. We got a point in hand. You know what? There's a lot to talk about. How disgraceful of a performance overall the team had. Absolutely pissed at the performance the team had and the fact that we came out. There's numerous things I could touch on. But let me begin by saying this. Number one, from the opening minute, we were not quick enough with the ball. We were wasteful in possession, and we did not look like we were up for the occasion. First, and also the way that we set up, I did not want Cedric going up against Son. I always thought we were going to put Tomiyasu up against Son. So from the jump, I thought that was a mistake Mikel Arteta made. He shouldn't have done that. Ben White wasn't ready for this game, so obviously he wasn't going to play. I thought we should have gone to a 3 at the back. We didn't do that. That's on Mikel Arteta.
Egal. We've just lost the North London derby. I get your points, but we've just fucking been humiliated at Tottenham's ground. Why are you just so chill about this? Come on. I know that we're 1 point in fourth, but come on.
I'm more pissed off. I'm more pissed off at the referee. I'm more pissed off at the performance overall throughout the whole team. I'm more pissed off that our players didn't go for it in the second half and at least try to do something, and we completely capitulated in the first couple of minutes.
Sorry, let's go back a minute. Step back a minute. When you say blaming the referee, what did the referee do wrong tonight? How did the referee ruin the game in your opinion?
Paul Tierney had no control of the game. That penalty, if he didn't call it, VAR wouldn't have overturned it. It's a 50-50 challenge. These things happen completely. I get it. He missed Heung-min Son, should have been sent off. He elbowed Rob Holding in the face while they were in the tussle on the ground. Didn't even see it, didn't even look at it, didn't even go back at it. Then Rob Holding gets sent off for another 50-50 challenge. So you know what? I get things don't go your way, but he had no control of the game from the beginning to the end. And what he had to do to gain control of the game was he sent Rob Holding off to try to gain control of the game. But at that point, he ruined the whole game. Done and dusted.
So let me just ask you a question. So firstly, on Rob Holding, you don't think that was deserved of a second yellow when he puts his arm out in the guy's face?
I think of course that's a 50-50 and you could easily give it.
Hang on. Why is that? That's not, hang on, Egal. That's not a 50-50 tackle.
Okay.
A 50-50 tackle.
Bring it back then. Bring it back.
Hang on. A 50-50 tackle is when two players go for the same ball at the same time.
I will say this. Rob Holding should have probably gotten a yellow for that, but also, at the same time, elbowing someone in the head as they're sitting down, that's a straight red. Son should have been sent off.
And in terms of the penalty, you're saying that the push in the back wasn't a penalty?
I'm saying if it wasn't called, it wouldn't have been overturned and given.
Well, this one was that you literally got a penalty against Man United that wasn't given, that was overturned.
Say it again?
You got a penalty against Man United 3 weeks ago for the exact same thing.
We scored. We went on to score. It's different.
Why is it different?
That would have went on to be a corner. The only reason why they did that, there's a difference in that situation. It's not the same.
Why? No, both. Hang on. You just said
it's not the same. You're trying to draw comparisons.
No. Why is it not the same?
Listen,
why is the foul different?
I'm not excusing the overall performance based on that one incident. We still ended up going on to lose that in the grand scheme of things. That the thing that messed up the game is they went on to send off one person for an elbow, but they didn't send off the other person for a straight elbow to the face.
Well, the thing is, they both elbowed. So Son should have got a yellow card, maybe. But you've got to look at your own players here, I think, Egal, because
I am.
That's the 30. No, you're not looking at your own players because you're blaming the referee.
I'm not putting everything on the referee. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I am saying that right there is the reason why the referee is a disgrace and he ruined the game because he had no control of the game. He went on to give one person a red card for a similar incident. The man didn't even book him. That is straight negligence. And how is this man is a referee after that incident where the man fully elbowed him in the face as he's sitting down, and you're telling me that I'm the crazy one? This guy is an absolute fool. He doesn't deserve to be a referee. He's not done it once. He's not done it twice. That first half, honestly, the penalty, he tried to give a penalty when their own player, when a Spurs player handballed it in their own box. He thought it was an Arsenal player. He's going to give a penalty. Honestly, this referee is a joke. But guess what? Our players also were a joke in certain sense because we messed up ourselves. But personally, I don't give a shit anymore. I've said, forget this game. It's done. At halftime, the game was finished. So that's why I don't care no more. I've moved on. Guess what? We're still 1 point ahead of you. You still need to win your 2 games. Can you do it? That's the question I have to Tottenham. Can you do it? Because on my end, I don't care. I don't care anymore. This game is done. This game happened. I am not going to invest any more energy in this game anymore. I'm moving on to the next game. I believe in my team. No excuses, even with injuries. I'm not going to come on any of these streams afterwards and say context, oh, there's excuses. No. We don't get top 4. No excuses. It's in our hand. We had a 4-point advantage with 3 games remaining. I don't see Tottenham going out and not dropping points. Even if we drop points from here on in, I still believe they're going to drop points. I still believe this team can get top 4. And I still believe we're going to hear the Champions League music at the end of the season. The champions. You're going to hear it. And you can't do nothing about it. Keep chatting shit.
Egal, you just said you're not going to give any excuses, but ranted about the referee ruining the game. You've literally just sat there and given excuses for your team. If you were equally as annoyed with your players, where's the energy for your, again, the 13th red card under Mikel Arteta, another red card for silly, ill-disciplined behavior, another stupid penalty given away. Your team will could end up costing itself a top 4 place. Why is there no energy from you to your football club? Where are your standards for your own players, your own manager, and your own football club?
My standards are that my standard is that I still believe this team is going to get it from here. I generally still believe we're still going to do it. And I feel like this one game is not going to derail me from the end goal. End goal is, guess what? It's still in our hands. One win for one loss to Tottenham. Yes, it messes it up because if we would have drawn, we would have only needed 1 win. If we would have won, we would have solidified it. But now we just need to go beat Newcastle, beat Everton. And at the end of the day, our season has still been a good season.
Are you confident you'll do that? Are you confident that you'll go on Monday Night Football and beat Newcastle?
I am confident in my team. It's the pressure's on Spurs. The next game, you guys play the next game. Pressure's on you right now. Let's see what
after that performance, you're back in that team. After that performance, it was
Listen,
a North London dart. Hold on. I'll just let you rant for about 5 minutes. You're clearly rattled.
Go ahead.
You've literally ranted for 5 minutes about the referee and all that. You haven't once held any of your players to account. Cedric, Holding, anything like that. All you've done is blame a ref with your tinfoil hat, as you always do. You always look outwards. Something on the ground, I can understand. I've said that it could possibly be a red, but Paul Tierney, who doesn't see it, is then not in charge of it. It's VAR. It's not Tierney. The ref didn't lose control of that game. Holding gives him no excuse, no reason to, he's got nothing left to do. When Son's running and Holding looks for Son and puts his arm in the face, that's on Holding. It's not on the referee ruining the game. Cedric, I said to Colleen, I don't think that was a penalty, but it went his way, but because Cedric gives him no choice. You're blaming the referee. Arsenal fans do this all the time. When you win, you're the most amazing team in the world. When you lose, it's referees, it's this, it's that, it's the other. Just admit that you were no good tonight. The North London derby, where it meant something, and you bottled it. Just say it. It's just let it out. You'll feel better because you're keeping it all bottled up inside. Just let it out.
You clearly are not listening. I've said our players throughout the game, in the grand scheme of things, absolutely messed up the game. But the referee also had the part to play, and Mikel Arteta also has the part to play. There's many variables, and there's many people you can blame. I'm not blaming one. I'm blaming all 3.
Do you blame Arteta?
Of course, because he put out the team, but it's not all on him. It's also the players and the situations that they put, the dumb situations they put themselves in.
But he clearly sent him out, riled up to get in Spurs' face. And then obviously when it escalated and it carried on, he didn't then stop him from doing it, which cost you the game because you got a man sent off. A 1-0 in a North London derby, anything can happen. But when you lose that man and you go 2-0 down and he done nothing, he just stood there with his arms crossed looking into the distance. And he's meant to be the second coming of Pep. He's the second coming of nothing.
Listen, you could keep make fun of Arteta as much as you want. Obviously, you know your manager right now. You have a top manager. Guess what? In January, when you guys signed Antonio Conte, we heard that you guys are going to get top 4 because you have Antonio Conte. If you don't get top 4 and you have a world-class manager, we're going to have to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But at the end of the day, next season we'll go again. You still have Arteta. You still have a young, weak team that mentally.
I genuinely believe it doesn't matter what happens this season. Antonio Conte is still going to leave Tottenham at the end of the season if you guys don't give him that money. And if he gets the opportunity to go to PSG, that guy's bouncing.
And Arteta can have a mediocre season and possibly get you back to top 4, which you were under Wenger, and then get rewarded with another 3-year contract.
You know something? Arteta's accomplished more with Arsenal than Pochettino did, and he's one of your greatest ever managers for the last 10 years. So noise it.
Okay, but then where's it going to get you back to? Arsenal were the pinnacle of football, like when Tierney was there, winning trophies, invincible and everything like that. And Arsenal fans are now excited to get back to top 4, which you were at like under Wenger. You've fallen that far back, and you're happy to accept what you were originally wanting Arsene Wenger out for.
No. Deservedly so, because realistically, you have to look at how far we've fallen and say to yourself, you know what, gradual progression. Getting back into the Champions League this season is a good progression. And guess what? You wouldn't understand any success because you have no success. So it's a hypocritical term coming from you.
I understand success because I want my team to win trophies. You're happy with both.
Trying to talk about our standards where your standards are on the floor yourselves.
Guys, great conversation, great debate. There's a super chat here for you, Egal. I need to put it says, didn't Egal say he wasn't going to blame refs anymore a few weeks ago, and now he's blaming the refs? Stop embarrassing yourself.
I'm not embarrassing myself because I'm being consistent here. I'm saying I'm blaming all three. There's many variables. There's many variables, and I'm mentioning all three. I can't mention all three. Am I supposed to just ignore it?
Do you know what I think? I would say, Egal, you're absolutely right to mention all three. My view after listening to your voice is it's like a half-hearted attempt of criticizing and then a complete meltdown rant about a referee that, by the way, tonight, I think got nearly every single decision spot on in the letter of the law. Egal, it's great talking to you, though, my friend. You always show up, win, lose, or draw. Top man. We'll chat again soon, brother.
See you, Egal.
Bye.
Take care, my guy. Thank you very much.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand